So today we are going to be reviewing the Click and Grow Smart Garden 3. This is definitely one of the more popular units in the space. It's been making head waves against its competitors. First off, just a note, I really like this packaging. It comes in this nice sleeve with this craft paperboard box. They talk a little bit about their roots in Estonia. This is an Estonian company. Okay, start us off with a Chinese proverb. If you want to be happy for a month, get married. If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, become a gardener. Heartwarming. Okay, let's get this thing opened up. Cool. You can tell there was a lot of thought put into this packaging. Clever. So this is just a 3-pod system. I guess they start you off with basil. So it's a little bit more expensive, considering this is a just shy of $100 unit. So remove refills from the box, and another note on what makes growing truly magical for the CEO of Click and Grow, Matthias Lepp. Get this thing out. Set that right there for now. In this box, we have some interesting facts in the bottom. I like that. So we have our instruction guide here. Straightforward. I like the design. Very sleek. They compare themselves here to Nespresso with their biodegradable plant pods and coffee pods and all that stuff. So for this guy, we have the units kind of like all put together already. And then we have this box dangling off right here. Power supply as to be expected. Here we have the lamp arm extensions. Solid quality, they feel like a hardened plastic. I like that. Slide together nice and easy. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. You get a decent amount of extension on that. So you can start off down here and then get up to that much more of extension space. When we look at the bottom here, we see there's some holes for what I assume is ventilation, a little bit of a heat sink, and then we have just 3 LED diodes. So that'll be interesting to see how that fares. It says 3 LEDs, 14,000 lux, and 150 par. I think they actually mean PPFD there, but we will check them on that. Okay, so here we have the main body of the thing. We can pop these 3 guys out and disassemble this real quick. There we go. That guy pops out, and we just have an empty reservoir here. They put it's a little bit thicker plastic down here, makes it fairly solid. I appreciate that all of these components are labeled recyclable, or at least they have the numbers of the plastics on it in the event that you would throw this out so that you can recycle them. I will just briefly note there is no water circulation or air pump in there. So, yeah, take that as you will. I don't think it's as necessary as some of the competitors, given their wicking design, but we will put that to the test in our side-by-side tabletop hydroponic unit comparison video. So be on the lookout for that. So let's open these Basil Smart Garden pods up. These are definitely some of the biggest grow pods that we see in this space. They are pre-seeded, so you don't need to buy seeds or do anything like that. Feels like some kind of a coir pine bark mixture, probably optimized for this wicking system. But as you can see, they just plop right in there, and you don't have to worry about a thing, because what's going to happen is this wick is going to draw water up into there, and then this porous plant pod is going to absorb water, help those seeds germinate, and of course it helps to have this germination dome to keep humidity and moisture in there early on in the plant's life. So one thing that I actually really appreciate is right here on the power supply, on the cord before you unwrap it, gives you this little tip that the grow light cycle is 16 hours on and 8 hours off. To avoid running the light at night, plug it in right after waking up. That's cool. The truth behind that is that that's probably the system that a lot of these little built-in plant timers run off of, but some of the other systems we've looked at don't actually tell you when to plug it in or what the light cycle is as far as hours on, hours off. So I definitely appreciate that they indicate it as such on the power supply. Okay, so let's get some measurements on this thing. This thing is just shy of 1 foot. The reservoir depth is 4.5 inches. And with the light in its lowest setting, the height is just shy of 8.5 inches. We are just shy of 5 inches in depth. And with the highest light setting, we are coming in at just shy of 18.5 inches. So the PPFD is light intensity. That basically just tells you how much light intensity you are getting on any given second. Unlike some of their competitors, there is no on-off switch. This is purely a matter of when you plug it in, the light is going to turn on, and that is going to kickstart the light timer cycle schedule. I was a little hesitant with just 3 diodes on this thing, but it definitely seems as though it was designed well. You can see a little bit of the halo from each diode, and that means that the light is getting directed efficiently to the plant that it is trying to grow. So let's get some readings on these. At surface level, for the lowest setting, we are getting a PPFD reading of 318 micromoles per meter squared per second. In the middle, about 392, and at the side closest to the light, 373. So that's really impressive. I think that's actually the best I've seen so far in these sorts of units. Okay, so I like this unit a lot. It's very sleek. It's got streamlined design. It's got nice lines on it. Construction feels fairly solid, and it's still pretty lightweight. It is only 3 pods, which given the price range is a little bit low, but depending on the functionality, might absolutely be worth it. 3 LEDs, pretty efficient, and this thing is unobtrusive. It's just white light, so it's not going to stand out like a purple grow light would in your kitchen. As far as cons go, there is also no air or water circulation system contained within the reservoir, which means that you're not going to get oxygenation, which might not be that important given their wicking system here, but regardless, still interesting to note that it will be somewhat stagnant water in the reservoir. And like some of the other units out there, they do have this very specialized grow pod, smart soil sort of a thing here. So you will have to buy your refills exclusively from them, since this is not a standardized soil plug or grow media. Overall, I think this is a great starter unit. Very small, would look great on a modern, chic kitchen countertop, and just something fun to learn about the different kinds of hydroponic systems. Well, I hope you enjoyed this latest unboxing video. Like I said, check out our side-by-side hydroponic unit comparison video, where we will be pinning the Click and Grow versus the Aero Garden versus the iDo versus the Veggie Box to see who actually performs best in a side-by-side comparison. Hope you have a great day and keep on growing.